Now, as I'm sitting in meditation, got back from work, took a cold shower, simply sitting, reflecting, meditating, and I hear the dog barking, but it's outside. And so I go downstairs, all the doors are shut. I know for a fact that the dog was inside because I just gave her a treat before I went up the stairs. And so I walk downstairs, and she's outside of the front door, barking. So I literally and inwardly scratch my, like, alright, this is weird. This is a stranger thing. Go back upstairs, simply sitting, meditating. A few minutes later, I hear the dog barking outside again. And before I went upstairs, I made sure that all the doors were closed, as I knew they were. And there's no logical, explainable way that the dog should have gotten outside. Should have is hypothetical. The dog was outside twice. Not a coincidence. It's not just some fluke that happened once. Happened again. So I go upstairs. Now I'm really... No, I'm not meditating because I'm... there's that intellectual side of us that kicks in that is trying to figure it out. What are you trying to tell me? What is the Most High trying to communicate to me? Why is this happening? So, things like this, you'll notice. You may not understand the reason why. What is the purpose? I don't know. I'm sharing it with you because it just happened and I want to share it with somebody. Maybe you can tell me. But seriously, in all seriousness, I want to talk about abstinence. Common theme on this channel that is its focus, the main purpose. So to stay in my lane, although I'm not afraid to change, there's that flexibility, and you commit to celibacy because you retain your vital life energy, and it builds up within you abundantly, and you get to share it outwardly with the world. Magnetically, as you attract things and situations and stranger things that you may not understand why they're happening in the moment, and then upon reflecting, it's revealed to you, this is why that light bulb goes off, the epiphany. It all makes sense now. On this journey, it's, the path is straight and narrow. At the same time, it's not straight because you loop back, you cycle back to realize deeper truths, to see things that you didn't see the first time. You know the cliche. Read a book more than one time. The second time you read it, you see more things than you did the first time. And you read it the third time. And you can go on keeping reading that book for all time, onto eternity. But at some point along your journey, you decide to close the page, close the book. You turn the page, you enter a new dimension. And thus you can simultaneously function from various dimensions within yourself simultaneously. Your head is in the halo of heaven while you're grounded on this wonderful planet. And when you remain abstinent, You see things for what they are. You expose people's intentions because you're so pure with your pure energy that you can't help to see things clearly. And so you realize the joke it is. The hookup culture. A lot of dudes running around thinking they're cool, sleeping, having one-night stands with people. But they don't understand in the spiritual realm that just because you're not impregnating a woman physically, you're swapping energy. You're swapping bodily fluids. So something's happening. You're creating something. You might not understand it. You may not understand that there's levels to it. You may not understand the subtle dimensions of this act, which is a ritual. It's a sacred act. It literally means sacred energy exchange. Something's going to come from it. Whether, we can talk about duality, whether it be good or bad. Where I'm speaking from is beyond the realm of duality, but to bring a deeper understanding into logic and reason and language, sometimes you want to talk about the difference, the discernment between either or. And for your spirit to soar, you want to understand that you don't just want to be out here looking for some cheeks to clap. Because be sure that the Most High will slap you, to whip you into shape. And if you keep ignoring the red flags, the warning signs, it'll be no surprise when something happens that you may not have expected. But oftentimes, drastic things that may seem like the end of the world, they happen to whip us back into shape, to show us, hey, you were going the wrong way. I say this from my own experience. I don't want you to have to go what I went through. So maybe you can learn something from this. That's invaluable, to be able to realize the truth in someone else's experience so that, hey, I don't have to go through this. They went through it and I'm going to learn from it and I'm not going to make the same mistakes. Because, hey, I was out here doing the same thing. So I'm not judging anyone. I was out here having one-night stands. And it seems so long ago. Time is an enigma. Especially when you know the presence. You know the presence, the source of existence that is always with us. That is always animating everything. And you're in tune with your soul awareness. Consistency is key, and you know that meditation is key. And a lot of people know about meditation, but they skip it and take a day off from it. And don't take it seriously. But realize that it is a vital part of the spiritual journey, because it allows you to connect, we can say, with your higher self. And without that establishment, the awareness of that perpetual connection, there's a lot of things in this world that can derail us, that can distract us, confuse us, throw us off the path when we don't have that fixed and focused intent. Everything you do, you want to have an intention. You don't just want to be out here sleeping with women. It's not the cool thing to do. That's not the move in 2025. That's in the past. That may have been the cool thing to do a few years ago. But now people are seeing through it. Hookup culture and all the shenanigans and things that breeds. time for people to see on a deeper spiritual level, not just objectifying the world and wanting to engage in some momentary pleasure, some sensory stimulus, which is temporary. Is there something within us, as I said in the last video, that is eternal, that is timeless, that is an eternal awareness, that is always with us? I mean, this is our focus, our purpose, to align with this. There's no time for things that aren't in alignment with us embodying and sharing a higher degree of energy. You want to respect your energy. If you don't respect your energy, nobody will respect it, believe me. It starts with you. Your whole journey, everything that you manifest, everything that you do, it starts with you. You're fully responsible. There's nobody else. Nobody's going to give it to you. Nobody's going to hand it to you on a silver plate. If you want it, you got to work for it. You got to do it. You got to put in the effort. You got to show that you're sincere. It's not just about hard work. You have to have heart too. It's not all about what you do. If your heart's not in it, if you don't have a pure intent, the best may not manifest. And one of the reasons I come on here and make these videos, because it's an authentic stream of consciousness. There's no editing. There's no clips. It's a straight stream of consciousness. So you know the stuff is not made up. It's not coming from something I just wrote, not planned. Something that I genuinely feel wants to express and wants to be shared. For all one person sees it and they benefit. There's a smile in my heart. And that smile in my heart, that is my strength. Nobody can take it away. Again, you want to respect your energy. And say you're not committed to celibacy. You're out here sleeping with people. Understand that your peace is priceless. And you don't want to necessarily give everybody the keys to your kingdom within. When you're swapping fluids with somebody, you're exchanging sexual energy, sacred energy exchange. Again, that's what sex means. Just because a lot of people out here aren't taking it seriously doesn't mean that you shouldn't be. But you don't just want to give anybody the key to your inner sanctuary, your kingdom, your peace within. And you certainly don't want to seek that in anyone or anything, or outsource it, or think that anything that the world can give you is not already something that's within you. Because heaven is your own consciousness. And all that is manifest in the world around you is a consequence of a previous thought process. of your essence, your spirit, all that your soul thinks, believes to be true. And more importantly, that what you know. Because that what you know what you know. And that what you know is beyond the realm of belief and reason and thinking. It's a heartfelt knowing. The heart knows. The mind likes to think and argue and debate and think it's right. But the heart knows. And so, I make this video. For all I don't know, who may see it again and who may benefit. But I do know the place that it comes from. And so, I'm sticking to the script. It's not going to stop. I'm in it. Not necessarily to win it, but for you, whoever's watching, to benefit.